Hi everyone, today is our final lecture of the cow game. Before we get into bug fixing and balancing and stuff like that, I would like to show you how to publish it, or how to make an APK file or the corresponding one for iOS. And I'll be showing you some tools which in general can be very useful when you develop your games. So let's get started. So I made this short presentation which is mostly about the publishing. So first up, we'll install Surf. This is something that is just going to allow you to access your game or your app, whatever you're doing in WebStorm or website. You'll be able to access it on your phone or another computer which is connected to your Wi-Fi network. And this is going to be very useful. So if some of you are bringing their phones or laptops or something, as soon as I do that, you will be able to test the game, on your own device. Then very briefly, I'll show you how to work with the Cocoon.js launcher, and then I'll log into my account on the web, and I'll show you how the menu looks like. It's nothing complicated. It's just a couple of clicks until you get your APK files for Android. All right, so let's install Surf. I'll be doing so everything that's here. I'll just be doing it now, so you don't need to read it. So first you have to launch your command prompt. And hopefully I have Node, because now I want to do npm install Surf, and we have to wait a bit. I hope that it's not too long, Okay, so once we do that, we need to just go into the folder of our project and just type in Surf, and it will be magically done. Normally there is a way to do that kind of thing, sharing your project with WebStorm, but for some reason it doesn't work on Windows for us. We tried it a couple of times and it didn't work, so I don't know. So let me see now where the game is. So it's in D, so let's go to D. Cow, I don't know, can you see this? So I'll just zoom in a second. And then you type in Surf, and you are good to go. Allow access. Okay, so these are the commands. You have to have Node, but I think if most of you are using TypeScript, that means that you already have it. You type in this command, which is going to install Surf. Then you go into your folder and just type in Surf. And what you have to do next, if you want to access your project from another device, actually I'll stop this now to show you what we need to do. Type in ipconfig, and this is something that I didn't want to see, but let me scroll up a bit. Yeah, give me a second to fix that. I think this is the IP that I need, but I'll have to check that. So let me try and do the Surf, and I'll copy the IP here. It just looks a bit strange because at the offices downstairs it's very different, but I'll try to just copy it here, and hopefully we'll be able to play our game. So now our game is going to be available to everyone in the room. You just need to type in these numbers: 192.168.88.244, and the port is 3000, so a column and then 3000. Okay. So that was pretty much it. Here you see everything that's been sent over, all the PNGs and files from our project. But I just wanted to mention that what you need here when you type in config is this thing here, the IPv4 address. That's your IP, and then you have the port, which is given to you by serve. I think there is a way to change it, but for most cases you won't need to anyways. Okay, right, so that's pretty much it for serve. Now let's go into the Cocoon.js launcher. So what I've done is I've mirrored my phone over here, and let me just unlock it so that you can see. Alright, it's a bit slow, and this is not what I'm seeing. Alright, so 1 second, I guess, to try and fix that. Alright, so let's go. So this thing you can download off the Google Play Store, Cocoon.js launcher. Just click on it. You probably have to create an account or something, but I'm sure that you know how to do that. Click on your app. So this is what you get if you've already logged in. Click on your app, and in here just input the IP that you have here, or the same address that I've input here. So I'll put it inside. I don't know if I can control CV, maybe. I guess, yeah, it's a bit slow because I'm recording as well. But let me try and delete that, or not. Well, I'll just do it from my phone. It worked, but very slowly. Yeah, I guess when I'm recording it takes a while. But anyway, so here we need 192.168.244, and the port is 3000. Okay. Then as soon as this thing refreshes, which I don't know how long is it gonna take. Actually, let me pause because this is not working properly, I think. Just give me a second. Oh, there we go. There is the one. I actually did that 30 seconds ago. So let's just wait for it to do its thing. Alright, and now if you click on settings, I have a couple of them already given. And yeah. So orientation mode, our specific game is on landscape. Then you can experiment a bit with WebGeo enabled and stuff like that. What I did for this game to work, and this was pretty much just fiddling around and trying out all of the possible options. Scale mode, I clicked on scale to fill. Okay, so that the game would work. And right, so after you are done with that, and it works really fast. It's just that I'm recording now and it changes stuff slowly. So you can now choose how to build your game. You can try Canvas plus, WebView plus, WebView, whatever works for you best. There are differences. For example, if your user interface is done with HTML, I don't think you can use Canvas plus or something. But yeah, you just have to try whichever one works best for you. I clicked on WebView, and now if anything happens here, we would be able to see the cow in action, or it's probably gonna take a while before it loads. But this is how you can test on your device, and you don't even have to be hooked to your PC, just on the same network. So yeah, now and I guess it's loading kind of too much. But yeah, so this is the idea. Just try and do that when you're debugging or testing your app. How is it gonna work? How is it gonna look like before you actually go and publish it? So I guess this is not gonna load now, but it's just because there are many things going on here. Right, so I'll just close that up. Is everything clear on how I did all of this? It's quite simple. It's pretty simple, I think. Okay, then the last thing that I need to show you is basically the Cocoon.js on the web. So you go here, cocoon.io, and in here, if this thing loads properly, please log in somewhere. I'll click on sign up and hopefully I'll be able to log in or not. Have an account, log in. Z Academy, and the password is hopefully this. Alright, this is what you get. Basically the only thing that you need to do is create a zip file of your files of your game, then drop it here and it's gonna upload for a bit. Then you get something like this. So you drop the files here and then you will get something like this. Okay, you go into the settings and in here you can give names, different options similar to the ones we've seen on the launcher as well. Also, just give me a second. Also, you can specify, for Android, for iOS, what web view engine do you want. So the one that I used and it works fine is WebView Plus. Canvas Plus that didn't work for me. WebView worked, but it was slower, I think. For iOS, you can also try and see which one works best for your specific game. Then there are some plugins here. We are not going to use any of these, but if you have to have in-app purchases for iOS or for Amazon, Google Play, native sharing and stuff like that, you can always include those. I don't know how it's done with Cocoon, but we are using Crosswalk for our projects at Fractal Games, and there are a lot more things to be done there. So this is a lot easier, and you can try that. If it works, it works. If not, then try something else like Crosswalk or Xwalk if you're doing for iOS. It really depends, but for most cases this is going to be fine if your game is not very heavy in terms of graphics, animations and stuff like that. So I think if the cow is running fine, and it really does, then I don't know, then probably most games will be fine here as well. You can give icons for Android, for iOS. I gave our Bloodier Soul. Splash screen, you can't really change the splash screen until you pay, but for sample projects this is going to be fine. You can do some custom configurations to the XML, but those you wouldn't really need to worry about. So the idea is just to make a game and have an APK file to show or to upload to Google, which I think that this is going to be fine for. Okay, do you have any questions? It's pretty straightforward, and the compile button I think is this one. So once you're done with all of your settings and plugins and stuff like that, then click on compile, and you will have to wait for a while. I think I waited about 10 minutes or something, because when you're not paying, when you're using the free one, there is a queue, and yeah, but I don't think you will be waiting that much in any case. Alright, so that was it. Do you have any questions of the whole process? Do I need to show anything again? It's pretty straightforward. Question somewhere? Serve that thing is pretty straightforward, that as well. Has anyone managed to play the game on their phone, or no? Yes? Okay, it's fine. Good. Alright, now let's go back into the game. I've made some changes, and as you can see, is now pretty much full screen here, or as much as it can handle or fit inside the window. And I've done that because otherwise it didn't scale properly on the phone. So there are a couple of changes that I made to the code, and I'll show them to you now. so that you don't get lost at, you know, how did this happen, and it wasn't like this the last lecture. So first of all, I had an error here. So this was left from my other code, from my working copy. So this thing here was named content. I changed that last time, so let me just zoom in, remove that thing. So this thing was content, and in fact this should have been Phaser div, I think, because in here the div element that holds our game was called this way, and I was getting confused from the other project. So yeah, so this was the first thing that I changed, and this was probably well, one of the reasons why it didn't work for me for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, and I was trying to find what's going on. I added the following lines of code in here, but I don't think those would do you any good. So the DPR has to be either the one that you are giving, or one. Just some lines of code that you know, they're pretty unimportant. I think even if I delete this, it's still gonna work fine. Finally, what else did I change? I think in boot I changed the scale manager to show all. Last time when we actually when we did the game, I told you that when we started it, I told you that we are gonna leave it at no scale and then change it later on. So last lecture, up to last lecture, it was like this, no scale, and I just changed it to show all. Since I cannot tell you what each of these, so there are 5 things here that you can try. Exact fit, no scale, resize, show all, user scale. So pretty much try all of them, and whichever one works, use that one. Okay. You know, they work very weirdly. They don't work the way you would normally want them to. I had a bug where I was using what was I using? I was using exact fit, and what happened was when it was scaling, it was keeping the original positions of the buttons like as if it was not scaled, and then I ended up clicking. So this is the menu. This is the main menu with the 2 buttons. I was clicking on play, and it registered as if I was clicking on quit. So these things happen, but I think I managed to fix it. So again, the things that I've changed from last time, I changed this to show all. And in the index.html, I noted that this is my div element, Phaser div, and I changed it here. That's pretty much it. You can have a look at the code. You know, it's online. If something doesn't work, then yeah. Now I should mention that you can try another thing if it doesn't work for you the way that I've done it here. It did work for me once when I was doing that. So I was like forcing landscape, the first thing, which is also an option from the Cocoon IO platform. But you can try that as well. You can try, as I said, the scale managers, set them to different ones. And the most important thing that I tried was this thing. So full screen scale mode is the same as the one that I had, and then just force it into full screen, which worked really, really well for phones. But then I managed to fix it without that. So, you know, this code is online. You can just get it and try it and see which one works for you. I can't tell you what these things are doing. I'm just trying to make it work, and there aren't that many options that you can try. And I think all of that I've seen on the forums as well, so I'm just saving you a little bit of reading. Okay, so I guess I will pause the video, and then everyone will share their thoughts on the game and what needs to be fixed, since we have more people today here. So yeah. Alright, so everybody tested it. We had a high score of 16, and you know, probably we have to balance it, make it a little bit easier in the first couple of stages, but other than that, it's quite fun. But there are some bugs that need to be fixed, and I'm saying some, and I wouldn't be able to fix all of them. The one that I really wouldn't want to bother with this lecture is the GMO, which has a couple of bugs and has to be either rewritten or we have to change a lot of methods, because now if you click on the GMO, which I don't have now, it's still gonna collide. It's still gonna collide with the barbecues and the walls and so on. So this thing, I don't think we'll have enough time today to fix it. If we do, then I'll just do it. I have an idea now, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work. But let's work on the easier stuff. So here I have a list. So this is what we fixed last time and implemented a couple of things. Today we just need to fix some bugs. Okay, so the first thing, the blood on the butcher when we shoot him with the shotgun is too much, and I'll show you what I mean. So if you shoot this guy, just watch on the left now. See how there was a square of blood, which means that we are throwing too much blood there, and that's why it lags every time. So we want to make it as lag free as possible, so we need to make the blood just a little bit less. So I would go into the butcher and look for this specific line of code where we throw blood. So butcher item collision, shotgun and saw death. Okay. This is thrown by GMO. This is GMO blood. Let me check. Where is that? Okay, so this is if it's not thrown by GMO. This dot blood thrown equals true. So this is what I thought would be the error here. Actually, no. We are starting 400. Yeah, 400. Pieces of blood. So I'll reduce that to 50, and hopefully it's not gonna lag too much now. Probably I'll have to refresh a couple of times though. So yeah, I can do it now. So hit on play and kill him now, and watch on the left. I think it didn't lag at all. We can check that now as well. No, I think it's fine now. And it's a lot less blood as well. So yeah, one thing fixed. Hooray. Input background in main menu. So let's fix that as well. I'll show you what the bug is. So if you're in the main menu and you click somewhere around here, then your cow jumps, because that's how we made it, right? It has an input background with priority ID and so on. So a quick fix would be to just go into the state here, and as soon as we make the cow, I would just go in here and say cow dot input background equals null, and that thing, I hope it's gonna work straight off, probably up to a refresh. So let's refresh again. Hopefully we're not gonna get any error by doing this. Interesting. Now when there is no input background, the cow shouldn't be able to jump, at all. Which I don't know what's going on. Let's have a look. Let's go into the cow and let's go in here. So input backgrounds, input enabled. Maybe we can just say input enabled is false. Let's try that. So go into, where was that menu? And maybe try and say cow dot input bg dot input enabled equals false. I'm sure that there is a more complicated way of doing this with an if. So in the constructor of the cow, we say if it's in the main menu, then don't initialize the input. All right, it works now. But if I press space, It's still gonna work, but you know, can I change that actually? So inside the cow already pushed. No, this dot space key. Maybe I can clear the event on the space key as well. Let's check what kind of methods we have. So cow dot space key dot enabled equals false. Maybe that will fix it. I don't know. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Alright, so we can jump, and we can jump with the space as well. Let's have a look in here. I can jump here with both the space and the mouse, so everything is fine. So this thing is fixed as well. Number 14, this is probably gonna be the worst of them all, so I'm gonna leave that last. I have no idea what's going on. So basically the problem is when you have two butchers and you kill them and they both spawn a knife, and then if you pick a knife, then the second one you know, drops, and it's not being updated, which I cannot show you now. Maybe now is gonna be it. So yeah, you see how this one, second one, fell down. So this is a bug that we need to fix. This is also the burning animation that we need to fix, but I'll get to that in a second. So let's pick one of these. Which one is probably the easiest? I'll add one here, and I'll do that as well. So if you remember, game over title. So if you remember last time, the game over was here, and we wanted to put it down a bit, but now I just got a new sprite, and we just have to add it manually. So this is what we'll do. So let me go into the game over state, and I'll just copy one text like this, and I'll add it. I don't know, it doesn't really matter, maybe here. Okay, so let's select all of that, Alt J, and this is gonna be game over text. Just gonna say game over. We don't have any scores. Alright, then 28 days later, maybe make it a little bit bigger, and we need to place it properly. So I don't know, let's try 100 and we'll see what's gonna happen there. I'm sorry I didn't zoom in, maybe I should have. So yeah, okay, let's have a look. If we die again, what's gonna happen? Is that gonna refresh or do anything? No. So the butcher kills us, and we wait, and there it is. What do you think? Smaller, up, down? Maybe down a little bit. A little bit to the right. Okay. So a little bit to the right, that would mean here, let's put something like 120. Maybe 150. It's gonna be better. Hit play. It didn't refresh. Such a shame. Alright, how does that look? Left, right, top, bottom, smaller, tilted. You want it to be tilted. Do you want to tilt it like this? Okay, a little bit, or 45 degrees, or I don't know. Let's try. So game over text, dot rotation. Really? We don't have a rotation. Oh, this is textile. Rotation equals, I don't know. Is it in radians or degrees? I have no idea. Let's try math.pi divided by 4. So that should be at a 45-degree angle. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. So let's go into boot, or was it boot? Was it preloader? Yeah, it was in preloader. So in here, instead of starting menu, I'll just start game over. Yeah, have it above. So yeah, I have it here, and this is from last time when we were testing. So I'll just do that here now, so that we go straight into the game over menu. Yeah, but probably with a minus. So yeah, it's in radians in the end. So inside the game over, maybe minus here, and we'll see how that looks like. I think it's a bit too much, but we'll see. F5. All right, some anchoring is due. So let's do game over text dot anchor dot set 0.5 0.5, and then we probably need to move it even further right. So I'll do game over text. I can't do that now, so let's try at 350. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but we'll see. Because we've changed the anchor, it's now gonna be placed to the left too much. Okay, so I don't know, maybe make it smaller, or put it down a bit, to the left a bit. So down a bit is gonna be, let's say that this is gonna be like 1500. Left, let's put something like 250. And maybe rotate it a little bit less, so maybe that is gonna work fine. Something like this, further down. A little bit, okay, a little bit further down, further to the right, or that's enough? Alright, so further down. So let's say 200, I think, could be the magical number here. That look good? Or everyone's dead asleep? Sorry? A bit to the right. Okay. 200 and let's try 300. Maybe also a bit lower. Let's try and place it horizontally first, and then. Okay, so this is further to the right, and now you still want it a bit lower? You think that's fine? Okay. Everyone else think it's fine? Align it to the table. All right. This will have to be done by eye, I think. Just have a look at just a bit more, maybe. Math. 8.3. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Let's try 9, and let's check if that's gonna be too much. So it has to be lower, right? So let's try I don't know, 7. Let's try 7. I guess it didn't refresh the first time as well, which is gonna be a shame. Um, 6.5, I think is gonna be all right. Perfect. All right, you are happy. Okay, that look good now. Can I call this fixed? All right. Barbecue position fix. All right, so let's have a break, and then we'll go on to the more complicated stuff, which would require a bit more time. Right, so we found a couple of more bugs in the break. We have to remove barbecues and walls when changing the level, because remember that we are going from level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2, and they're getting harder each time. And the first person that reached 20 got killed by a random barbecue that was spawned, that was left over from this level when it was transferred to this level here. So we need to do that as well. Actually, let's do that now. So a couple of things about difficulties that need to be done. So let's go into game. I actually have a solid to-do list here. So first up, we need to change the speed of the ground and grass and so on. So let's do that first, and then we'll clear. Also, we'll do pretty much the same thing that is here, but for also for the barbecues and pickup items and so on. Okay. First, this dot current level dot ground. Do we have ground? Ground dot velocity equals this dot current difficulty dot, was it level speed? I think it was. Okay, and then for the separate levels, actually we need to change for level 2, we need to change the speed of the grass and the rocks, and what else is there? The trees as well. So I guess we need to do that as well. But do we do that at all when we spawn things? Let's go into level. That was level 2. Let's go in here and see. Velocity here is 4, which is not good. Do we have current difficulty here? Actually, we do. So, all right. Let's first clear everything when we are changing the level. So in here, what is it that we have? This dot pickup items dot for each item dot destroy. And we want to say after that this dot pickup items equals empty array. You got killed by barbecues, right? So those are in level. This dot current level dot barbecues equals dot for each. Here we want to say barbecue dot destroy. And after that we want to say this dot current level dot barbecues equals empty array. What else do we have? We have walls. Current level dot walls. Butchers we already have. Dot for each. Wall. And then wall dot this dot current level dot walls equals empty array. I could have done that. Barbecue dot destroy. that was a class, right? So we have barbecue.destroy and barbecue.smoke.destroy also. But I was thinking that maybe it would be better to make a method that is going to do all of that, because now I'm just repeating code. But then here we need to destroy two things about the barbecue, and yeah, I'll just do it the lazy way. What else do we have? Platforms. This dot current level dot platforms dot for each platform dot destroy, and then this dot current level dot platforms dot equals empty array. All right, I think that covers it all. So now we will have new walls and new platforms and butcher spawning. But now what we need to do is change the speed. Are we there yet? Change the speed. Do I even have it here? Okay, so we've done that. Fixed. Pick up knife animation, fix smoke appearing above barbecue group, fix butcher falling after game over, barbecue position fix. Right, we don't have that. So, what is it I want to do? Change speed of items when changing levels. And this, I hope we will be able to fix sort of easily. If we go into level 2, we already have difficulty here. I should also remove the trees, or no, I think trees are fine. But when we update the trees, where is that? Update trees, it's here. Tree.update, I want to see what's here. Tree.update minus the velocity. Alright. So if we change the velocity of the tree as soon as we change the level, or we just spawn trees with the new velocity, then that would fix it. So in update trees, I would put difficulty. Interestingly enough, we have difficulty in the rocks. I would like to see whether that is working. So here we have difficulty of type difficulty, and when we spawn something, we spawn it with difficulty dot level speed. Alright, and update rocks. See here, we've done it for the rocks, but we didn't do it for the trees, which is kind of weird. The birds, I don't think we need to update those, anything there. Alright, I think we are fine with that as well. Do we change the barbecues inside level? Let's have a look once we are there. Once we're here, just to check whether we're doing that right. So the barbecue is there. Update barbecues. Barbecue.update. This dot speed. Alright, I think we're fine. Okay. I think that's alright. So let's have a look at something else. Actually, let's test to see whether what we've done is fine. But since the game is too complicated, I would like to reduce the levels at least like every 2 kills to change the level. So let's do that. So inside game, where we update the difficulties, update difficulty here. Let's make it 5. Then actually let's make it 2, 4, 8 or 6, and then here this has to be percentage 2 equals 1 and is bigger than 2, I think. I'm not sure. Let's check that. Okay, first of all, I have a to-do list here. So notice that we have to trigger this boolean in order to work. So I'll just do that now. This dot should change difficulty equals false. Otherwise, we can only change difficulty once, and then the game is gonna get bugged. It's gonna try and change difficulties every time when we are at 20 kills. So this dot should change difficulty equals false. Let's have a look and play that now. And we try to see anything that is unusual when we change the level, unless I die right off here, right? I think everything is moving at the right speed. I don't know what you think. This is gonna be the final difficulty, which I noticed a bug here, so I think we should probably increase the speed on the first level, because it is too slow, and that makes it kind of hard to play, and maybe the last difficulty is too hard. So I would maybe place those. So kill this guy, kill this guy. Right. I was trying to see, so can we now have a look at on level 2 the grass and the trees and the rocks, because there are lots of elements there. Oh, come on. This game is annoying. Kind of like Flappy Bird. So kill this guy, we change the level. The grass is green. Yeah, it is green. You're so observant. Okay, so try to see that again, I guess. I think the trees are moving faster for some reason, or no? The rocks and the grass are moving at the same speed. But what is interesting is that I saw that the trees weren't moving. They were moving faster than the ground, which is kind of weird. Let me get those again. So we have level speed, which is last, and we have butch speed, which is at, it should be more than this, than these values. That's quite interesting. I want to see that again. The platforms are moving faster than they should. I don't know if you could see that. Maybe I shouldn't have killed anyone. And I have no idea what that is. Let's have a look. So that's in level. Platforms. Do we have platforms? Update platforms, spawn platforms. Difficulty.rng, alright. Where is the speed? Minus difficulty.level speed. So they should move at the same speed as the ground as well, because for the ground.update minus this dot velocity. I've no idea. Let me pause and I'll get back when we fix it. Right, after a little bit of debugging, we saw that the problem is in the ground. So let's go, actually, where do we want to change this? Maybe in here. Actually, we are changing it. So this dot current level dot ground dot velocity equals this dot current difficulty dot level speed. But maybe we should do that after we've changed the level. So maybe this should be at the end after we've changed. I don't know. So this is the line of code that we need to have. Current level dot ground dot velocity equals current difficulty level speed. This is what we need to do, I think. And it was up here, and for some reason it didn't work when it was up there. So, and a lot of butchers and stuff. No, the ground, which we could see up there, is still at 5. And we don't change that. Maybe I could go into both levels and change it there, like straight away. I don't know. No, I have no idea what is going on. Maybe something with references or something. So let's just do that. Let's just do this dot level 1 dot ground dot velocity equals that, and this dot level 2 dot ground dot velocity equals dot level speed. Sorry? Current difficulty. Oh yeah, sorry, current difficulty. Current difficulty dot level speed. And you know, that shouldn't be happening, but I guess some reference or something is not updating properly. I've no idea. So there, and kill another one. And I don't know, it's just JavaScript. I think this looks better. Does the butcher move at the same speed though as the? Yeah, I know what was written there, but you know, he has to look faster than the ground, and I don't think he does. So that was lucky. Oh yeah, he is faster, so everything is fine. I think we need to change the grass as well, because it's moving backwards. But other than that, the platforms are fine, the barbecues are fine. I think everything is fine. We just need to change the grass. So this dot level 2 dot grass dot velocity equals this dot current difficulty dot level speed. Alright, we fixed that as well, and that is fixed. Now I would like to fix another bug. So let me just get back here and you know, change the values when we update as well. So this was 10, this was 20, this was 30, and this was percentage 10 equals 1. Now I want to go and fix the bug where I'll show you what that is now. Where if you pick up a knife and pick up a knife, you sort of pick it up mid-air, which is sort of weird. So let me kill that guy, and I'll... he didn't spawn a knife. This was the RNG, I guess. Let's play it again. Have a butcher, kill him. Still no knife. Maybe this guy. Now, how can I reach that from top? And I can't reach that one either. And I died. Anyways, the bug. No, I really want to show it so that we can compare and fix it. Maybe the first guy is gonna throw a knife, and there is gonna be no wall there, or not. Okay, so okay, now you see how the cow stayed there, and I think we can easily fix this. I think in cow, where we collide with the knife, so here, we should just say that the position of state 2 on the Y is not the one where the cow was last time, last frame, but more like at the place, you know, which is on the ground, which is, I don't know, was it something like 586? I don't know. What's the cow? So let's go into game and let's debug the cow position Y. So in here, I'll leave that for later, but I wanna debug. I'll just copy that. This.game.debug text knife. It's not gonna be knife. It's gonna be cow Y. This.cow .states .position .y. And let's check. So just manually, as soon as you're picking up a knife, we are just gonna place the cow on the ground, and hopefully that's gonna be it for this bug. Yeah, it's 586. So let's see now that if we've fixed that bug. So I'll try to grab it from. I couldn't do it. I'll try to grab it from above. Now is our chance. I think we did it, but it wasn't that obvious. So I'll play that again. So no knife. What is this RNG? Oh, come on. Unbelievable. This is unreal. This was such an unlucky run for knives. Let's play that again. You know, this is the fun part when you actually have to fix bugs. You get to play the game a whole lot more than you would normally do. So there, yeah, perfect place. But I think we did it. Otherwise, we would have died somewhere around there. So yeah, we didn't. So we fixed that as well, which was that one is fixed. All right. Now 12 is fixed as well. Fixed smoke appearing. No, it's not. So I'll show you what I mean. The smoke is now rendered behind the knife. Sorry, the barbecue. You see there? It's behind. You see it? No? No one sees it. So anyways, the barbecue is like this, and you see the smoke going something like that, where we should be able to see something at the bottom. I'll play that again in case you didn't see it. And the cow's Y is 6067, which is weird. come on, oh yeah, I did refresh. Yeah, the cow is falling, that's why. Alright, so no one sees it still? Alright, thank you for the confirmation that I was looking for. So yeah, alright, so I guess we need to fix a whole lot of things about that. But to do that I would need to start with level 2. But I don't know if that's gonna do it. Can I just say trigger level here? This dot trigger level difficulty 1. I just want to see. So there are a lot of things to fix in the second level, and one of them is, you know, the smoke and the barbecue, but they're pretty much the same kind of errors. So let's have a look if level 2 is gonna load up. Alright, so I died. Maybe this is too difficult. I should put another difficulty, but let's try that here. So you see how the tree is rendered above the wall? So the wall and the platform, they should be spawned somewhere, you know, closer to the ground. So let's go into level where we spawn them, and hopefully we'll see something like this. This is the level group add child add, and I'll just play around with this value, and I don't know what the correct one would be, so I'll just try with something smaller so that it's gonna render. Or does it have to be bigger? I think bigger, yeah. So let's try something like 8, and let's see if that's gonna work. So we want to spawn the wall, the platform, and the barbecues on 8. So both, so 8, and then the smoke I would go for 9, so that, you know, it's on top. So let's have a look. Curious to see what the error is this time. The index 8 supplied is out of bounds 6. I don't think 6 would be the maximum here, as someone from the audience said. So I don't know, 7, 8, then 6 here, up here. Sorry, 7. The other thing would be to just add them to the top group, and they would always be rendered on top of everything else, but that wouldn't be cool. Nice. Alright, I'll try something else. I'll go into level 2, and where I add the trees and the rocks and so on, I'll add them at level 5. And use use the layer 6 for something else. So rock, this is update rocks. Where do we spawn the rocks? I guess somewhere below. Right, so here, bird sprite, that is fine at 6. Where do we spawn the rocks? Update rocks. No, we spawned them here. Well, oh yeah, so we don't need to bother with the rocks because they're on top of the ground. So that's why they don't have it. So let's go into level, and now let's try and make it work with 6. But this is a very strange error that I'm getting, that you cannot do it like that. So 6, and I would put 6 here as well. And this one, this one can't even be at 6. That's, I don't know. I guess we have to play a bit more. I did have to change the speed of the grass, so yeah, I think it works now. It works fine. Did you see that? The barbecue spawned off the background. Did anyone see that?
Yes.
Yes, you saw that. Perfect. Now the tree is going. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Um, cool. Let's try something else then. So, Control Z. Um, I think we're not gonna even use those methods at all. So let me find the other ones. So this one we're not gonna use, and when we're going to level 2, where we do the tree, right there, I'm just gonna leave that at 6 because it was working. Instead, what we'll be doing is every time when we add something like a wall, so here, I would just say this dot level group dot bring to top, and we'll say wall. And I'll do the same thing for the barbecues as well. So here, this dot level group dot bring to top, this dot barbecue dot barbecue, and this dot level group dot bring to top barbecue dot smoke. And hopefully now the smoke is going to be on top of everything else. So we had a platform as well. So I guess here, interestingly, oh no, I did Control Z a couple of times. So so in here, this dot level group dot bring to top platform. Hopefully now this is gonna work. So now the problem is that the cow renders behind the platform. Someone said that they like it more this way. So is the butcher. Alright. So what should we do? That's quite interesting. I don't have killer collection in here, but I do have it here. But it's not good to do that in the update, so I don't know. I need a break and I'll think about it, and we'll see how to fix that. Right, so I think we fixed that, and it was a hard coded in the main update of the game. We just said the killer group should be on top. I don't know of a better way. I would have been very happy if we could give more than 6 layers when we add children to the world, but unfortunately we can't do that apparently. So in the update, And the interesting thing is that the performance was not bad in any case. Now the cow is not there, but you know, this can be fixed, or we can just leave it like that. I'm fine with the cow being behind the butcher when it runs. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, there is one more thing that we need to do, and that is the cow now renders also behind the platform, which I personally don't like. So what we can do is, so the cow is in the top group, world.bring to top, and there's going to be this dot top group. So the question is, what's in the top group? The buttons and the cow. That's in the top group, and hopefully that would be fine. I have no idea. Yep, I think it works. So I think it's good now. The only problem is that I was so careful when adding, you know, all of the layers and levels and so on, and then in the end we made it so that it updates, you know, in the main game loop, which is a bit annoying. Alright, so let's mark that as fixed. So we fixed this one, we fixed this one. No, sorry, we didn't fix this one. And the smoke, so just give me a second. So this is 12 we fixed, and we don't have many more things to fix. Fix not burning animation. I have no idea why this thing is happening, but sometimes you get the running animation when you're falling on the barbecue. So what I would do is, do we have inside the cow barbecue burning or something? Electrified dead. So we have barbecue burn, and actually, do we have a method here? No. Where did we do that? Where was the collision with the cow? Play dying. Right, we don't need that. Does anyone remember where we did the barbecue death of the cow? Maybe in the barbecue. That's a good call. Okay, if we collide, then we want to play the burning animation. Do we use at all the barbecue burn state anywhere? So I will do it here. Cow dot current state equals cow states dot barbecue burn. But I think there was a reason why we didn't change it. So I will try another fix. So something like cow.states.animations.play. Sorry, animations.current animation dot. We can say destroy, but I wanna say stop. Play, pause, resume, reset, stop. And hopefully this is gonna fix the bug, but I can't even represent it properly. I mean, do it again, but we'll see. So hit play, and we need a barbecue to die on. And I guess that'll be easy if I don't trigger the level. So I'll just go in here inside the game, and I'm not gonna trigger the level. Okay. I want to have a look through the game over state. Sorry, to the game over thing. This dot cow dot current state, cow state equals dead. I don't like this. Why do we even change the state here? That's kind of weird. Hmm. Yeah. Um. Let's check the method in the barbecue. What is it that we do? Killer collection game over equals true. Okay, so game over equals true. I'm gonna need to pause this and have a look again at why is it not working. I'll see. We fixed the bug. I'll show you how and where that came from. So in here, we just needed to disable the input of all of the buttons. Otherwise, they're still active, and we still will be able to change the animation. And now I believe that everything is fine. I've tested it a couple of times, and I think it works all right. I'll test it once again, like live, so that you see that I'm not lying or anything. But first I'll refresh. So Phaser 2.43 has a memory leak of some sorts. So when you restart the level, there are some things that are being saved from the previous state, and there are a lot of things that we're not clearing properly, and so on. So let's wait until we get to a barbecue, and now the cow burns. Okay, I also changed the time that takes to change. Oh, I didn't. So let's change that to maybe 2 seconds is fine. 3 is a bit too much. So this is when to change to the game over state. So I would like to go here and put that as fixed as well. So fixed. Are we gonna change the position and the width and the height of the barbecue, the general size? I think it's too big. So the idea was that so let me. So you see how here, classic. You see how it's like down here, and someone said that we can place it underneath, or what do you think we can do? Now it's a bit too hard to jump over them because they don't move this fast, and you have to make a double jump for sure when you want to do. So we can make it smaller. That's one thing. But do you want to place it like a little bit further down? Yeah. All right. So let's go to the barbecue. I'll actually have to remove the rendering stuff because they're a bit too much. So where is the render? It's this line and this line, and let's go to the barbecue and place that. Okay, so the anchor of the barbecue is 0.5, 0.5, and to place it at the very bottom, we need to set it to 0.51, I think, and then we would like to place it at this.game.height, I think, and also we want to make it smaller. Scale, is there a scale here? Yeah, so slightly smaller, maybe 0.4. But since we move it down, I don't know if it's even gonna, stay on top of the ground at all. Then we would also need to change the position of the smoke also. So if I set this to 1 and then place it at this.game.height, actually no, this should be fine. So this is 0.5. But I want to place it at this.game.height times something like 0.9 or something. We'll see. So it has to be slightly above. So let's see what we've done here. Can we still die at all? Yeah, we can. So I would say leave it to 0.5. But I would like to make this go a little bit higher, so maybe 0.8 is gonna do the job. I don't know, let's see what we've done with the barbecues. So maybe somewhere in the middle, maybe 0.65 or something. Sorry, 0.45 or something. It's better now. Okay, so I'm not gonna touch it. Yeah, I need to change the smoke. That's obvious. So 0.7 is what I would do. 0.7 here on the smoke, and hopefully that's gonna be fine. I think this is a bit too high. Maybe somewhere around the middle. So 0.75. Let's try that one. It will be interesting to see whether we can jump over the barbecue on a single jump. But you know, I think this is a lot better now. All right, let's call that fixed as well. Fix butcher falling after game over. That can be fixed easily, I think. So when the game is over, if we are killed, the butchers are falling down. So I think we just need to go in here and update the butchers, or just say that the butchers are gonna collide inside the game over. So that game over is right here in the else statement. So in the else statement, I just need to say something like, I'm not gonna even attempt to write it. I'll just copy it from here. Do you want them to stop, like stop at the same place that they are, or just keep going? Keep going. Okay, I was hoping that you would say that they're staying at the same place, but I'm not sure right now what's gonna happen. Oh, not there. I'm not sure what's gonna happen now, but I hope that this is gonna be fixed, because the problem and why they're falling is because I should have died there. Yeah, but there needs to be more butchers, I think. Why did I kill him? I don't know. Okay, I'll die now, and we have 2 butchers, and lots of cow heads. Why did that happen? So in the else? Oh yeah, because the butcher killed the cow more than once. Right? So yeah. So I'll do this manually. So for each butcher, we will say this.game.physics dot arcade dot collide butch with this dot current level dot ground, and this dot game dot butch dot I'm not even gonna attempt to guess what that line of code is. So states position x this dot velocity. I'll just copy it. So inside game, and here I have to say butch dot states, and in here butch dot states dot position dot x minus equals this dot velocity, which is not gonna update the butcher. Butch dot velocity. This is not gonna, you know, update the butcher everything that we're doing, like whether we kill him or not. You know, he's just gonna walk around and you know, collide with the ground, I think. What is butch dot? Oh yeah, we have the velocity, so that should be fine now. So let the butcher kill us. He killed us, and he fell once again. Interestingly, why? Ground dot first image and ground dot yeah, I got it. This dot current level dot ground dot first image. Oh, we don't have. No, it's just image. Yeah, and then second image here. More butchers, please. That looks better, a lot better, I think. All right, we fixed that. We fixed that as well. And one final bug that I wanna fix. So fixed. I think it's the last one. It's the knives not updating properly. But I need to have a short break of like 5 minutes before we go on to that. So two more things need to be done. So we'll fix the knives. And then we'll do some balancing. Some people will get to play it and say what they think about. I don't think we'll find any more bugs, just general balancing stuff. So I guess that wouldn't take that much time. Okay, so we fixed a bug where so I'll just uncomment it or actually bring it back to the way it was. So it was like this. So when we're shooting a butcher, we are checking if the current state is not shotgun death, so that we cannot kill him twice. And the bug that appeared here is that if you throw a knife at the butcher and then shoot him while he's on the ground, then um, I'll just need to get a knife, which is not gonna happen very soon. Okay, so knife, and then let's wait for a butcher who is not. So kill him there and kill him there, and he was supposed to jump, but I didn't refresh, so refresh again. So yeah, so when he's dead with a knife, and when you shoot him with a shotgun, you kill him twice, which was kind of not supposed to happen. Play. So kill him this way, and you see now how he jumped twice. So this one was fixed by just saying if the current state is only running, butcher states dot running, and this was fixed this way. So now only if the butcher is in the running state, only then we can kill him. So it's gonna skip the one that it's already dead by knife, and yeah. Oh yeah, I saved myself. So knife, let's jump again, throw the knife, kill him, and now it's all fine. Yeah, and even if I shoot again, I'll shoot at the next one as well, but I couldn't show you that. So that is fixed, although it was not here. So butcher death problem fixed. Okay, the last thing is the knives are not updating properly, which is a problem, and I have no idea how to fix this or where the problem is coming from. But the only thing that I saw that needs to be sort of fixed inside the method where we update the thrown items, actually the pickup items here. We don't have, if the knife goes outside of the screen, we don't have it destroying. So this is what we have to do. And maybe right inside here, maybe where because we already have a for each loop, and we don't want to have one again after that. So actually this for each, oh yeah, so it's here. I can do it here. If item dot position dot x is less than minus item dot width, then we say item dot destroy, and we say, I actually have it here, this dot pickup items dot splice there. And now after we fix this, I doubt that this is gonna fix the problem, which I'll show you what it is. The problem is that when we have two knives, one after the other, and if we pick one, if we pick up the first one, the second one stops updating, which is very strange. I have no idea where that is coming from, and I guess we'll have to check a lot of things in order to fix that. So hit play. And now you see how the second one fell on the ground, so fell off the screen. So this is the problem, and I'll see how to fix it now. Before I pause, I just wanna, so here I have debug for the number of knives that we have. So this is the length of the pickup items, because my original idea was that somehow we splice either the next one or something like that, the next item or something like that, and I'll have to check whether that is the case. So at the top left corner we'll see the number of knives that are on the ground. So right now 0, there is 1. Let's see if it's gonna destroy once we, yeah, it's fine. I don't know why it's so laggy now. It wasn't like that a second ago. So 2 knives, and then the second one fell off again. And interestingly enough, we should check for going outside of the height of the screen as well, because it's still updating. So let's do that as well. If this is true, or item.position.y is bigger than what? Is bigger than this dot game dot height, then we should remove it as well. Sorry? If we fix it, there would be no knife to drop below this point. Yes, that is true as well. Alright, so now I'll try to pause. Actually, there is one thing that I want to fix before that. So let's go into level, and inside the update, I would like the barbecues to be always on top, above the platforms, because they don't look good now. So this dot barbecues dot for each barbecue, what we want to do is barbecue, sorry, it's supposed to be this dot level group dot bring to top, and in here we would like to say barbecue dot barbecue, and this dot level group dot bring to top barbecue dot smoke. Now hopefully all of the barbecues are going to be rendered on top. Let me just check that, because it's annoying when they're like behind, so they're on top of the ground and still behind the walls, which is sort of weird. But I guess I would have to play a bit more in order for refresh again. Maybe that was a bit strange that it happened. And we are waiting for a barbecue, and I'm gonna die. Perfect. So yeah, let's check if that's true, and then I'll pause and we'll try to fix the knives as well. Anyways, I'll pause and I'll see if that is fixed. If it's not, then I'll show you how to fix that as well. Okay, so we fixed the bug thanks to someone in the audience. The problem was that I was splicing this way, and I was supposed so this way, and I was supposed to be splicing index of the item with length 1 for the splice. Now it works, everything is fine. The last thing that we need to do, I'll just remove those, is to balance now the game to our liking. So I don't know, suggestions on how to balance it better. I believe that the butchers sometimes spawn very close to each other. So I would like to keep that separate at least for the first 2 levels. So maybe at least 1 second apart. I think that was for the butchers, right? RNG butch low. This is 1000 as well. And then we can move it to 500 here and 500 here. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so what else can we balance? What do you think of the barbecues? We nerfed them last time, so there aren't that many. But what do you think? More or less, they're fine. Less, a little bit less. Okay, so let me just check. RNG platform barbecue. So it's here between 4 and 7 seconds, between 3.5, 6.5, maybe by 1 second everywhere. So 4.5 seconds, 7.5 seconds, 4,000, 6,000, and 4,000, and 4,000, 5,500, I guess. Then I would like to maybe trigger level to levels 3 and 4 because it's kind of hard to get there. Because I think those are. Oh, this is sorry. This is level 4 now. So let's trigger level to 2. Because I think they're too fast, and maybe we have to do something about that, and maybe count more, not on the speed to make it harder, but on the butchers and other things as well. So yeah, this is, I think, too fast. That was on the last. Actually, this is a bit playable. I just want to check whether that's difficulty 3 or 4. Because right now it feels like the last one. What would the last one look like? I'll refresh, and I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see a difference, but I just want to log just in case. Actually, let's just check 3 here. How fast would that be? Oh yeah, this is definitely faster. Okay, right. So I think the previous difficulty was fine. So I would like to keep it that way. So maybe, what do you say? So the first is 5. It's very slow. The next one is 6.4. And then I say that the last one should be an 8, and maybe this has to be somewhere in between 8 and 6.4, so that we can so that it's divisible by 1280. Otherwise, they are gonna shift the parallaxing backgrounds. So 7 point something, but I have no idea what that would be. So let me, I don't know. I have to make a calculation. Maybe calculate divisors of a number. Input a number. We want 1280. Divisors are 6480. Okay, so there is no number in between that we can use, which is kind of a bummer. Something with this is 8.5, so this is slightly faster than we want. It's gonna be relatively hard to find such a number. So I'm looking for a number. It can be a floating point as well, with a couple of digits, so that we can 6.4 is the one that we have to do. So I would say maybe this one should be 6.4 as well, and then, or it's either this way or 6.4 for level 2 and for level 3 as well. Which one do you think? 6.4 here and here. Okay, so the butchers we fixed. What else is there to be fixed? I like the platforms and the walls. I don't think we should change those too much. But I don't know. Let's play, and let's see how far we can get. Actually, I don't need to trigger the level. So F5, F5 again, and let's test it. And yeah. Yeah, when it's too slow, it's kind of hard. But I like this difficulty because it's both slow and annoying at the same time. So I will try trigger level with 1 right now, and we'll see how that thing goes. So it would have to be faster, and I hope it has loaded. Otherwise, it hasn't. So I'll have to refresh again. Okay, this is definitely a lot faster than the previous one, but still, I believe, very playable. It's actually, I think, a lot easier to jump over obstacles, and you have to be more worried about the walls in this case. But it's nice, I think. Yeah, you have to time it better, but you have to be playing a lot on this specific difficulty in order to get the hang of it. So 2 and 3 would be very similar, except there'll be more things that are spawning, and that's what's gonna make it more difficult. So, but let's have a look at that one. This is also playable, I think. I mean, it's harder, and it'll be hard to get kills and stuff, and your reflexes would have to be really good. but I think it's fine. Let me use space, because with space it's a lot more comfortable when you're on the PC. And I shouldn't have jumped twice. Yeah, I know. Let's try that again. I'm out of grenades. That's not cool. Oh, let's get 3. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, I think it's fun with this specific difficulty. You have to pay attention to a lot of things. There are a couple of more bugs that need fixing, but we won't be doing it here. Maybe when I release the game in a couple of months. It will have sounds as well. So sounds are very easy to add in Phaser, but we're not gonna do that now. I mean, it's very simple. Making sounds is normally the last stage. Sorry, putting sounds into the game is normally the last stage of the game dev. It depends, but most of the time it's like that, especially for a simple mobile game. Another thing that needs fixing is the GMO. So right now there are lots of bugs with the GMO. I mean, if you're in GMO mode, then you're not gonna go through the walls. They're still gonna push you, which means that you will die. And also there is a weird bug where if you have GMO and you kill a butcher, after that you can't jump. And I have no idea where that is from. A couple of other small bugs as well, but I think it's the game is really nice. It's very playable, and hopefully once we release it, it will be good on the store as well. So yeah, this is the last lecture of this course. So the teams have to make their own games, which we'll see next, or like 2 weeks from now, and we'll have those, like we'll have all of the games, including the cow, on our website, which is academy.zariba.com. You can go there and take a look at them, probably around December, mid-December, something like that. They'll be available there. Also, there will be tutorials for each game that they made, so that you can see how they've done it. It's not going to be videos, but it's more going to be like blog posts where they explain how they've done it. And there are some really cool games, so I look forward to seeing those in about 10 days. All right, so that's it for this course. It's been a while, like a long time, and we made a relatively big project out of this game. A lot of things about Phaser, and I hope you've learned a lot. Are there any questions for the last lecture? Anything that you're interested in? No? Okay, so the next course is gonna be in Unity, and that will start shortly after, more like somewhere around the 12th of November, something like that. After we see the teamwork projects, probably straight after that. So yeah, it's about algorithms and Unity. So we'll get back to Visual Studio with the console. We have to go through some basic data structures and algorithms, and after that we will apply all of the knowledge that we've had. I mean, before the HTML5 courses, we've applied the knowledge to Unity, like a very powerful 3D engine, and we'll see what we can do with that and what you can do with that as well. All right, so that's all, and I'll see you in the next course.